YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on Stars and Six. It's Thanksgiving, so guys, hopefully you having a great Thanksgiving. Let's get these dubs today. This is an important week. We getting ready for the playoffs. We got 2 more weeks to go, including this week before the playoffs starts, which is weeks 15 for me. So today, guys, I'm gonna talk about some weather. I'm talking about some injuries, and if you got any starts and six questions for the day or throughout the week, I got you. So make sure you flood the chat. Appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Yes, sir. Also, okay. Oh, trying to put my coffee down. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. So let's go to the weather. Let's talk about the weather first. I see you, Rico. I see you post game. Yes, sir. Let's see here. All right. So the first game today, which starts at 12:30. What's going on, Perfect Black? Yes, sir. So the first game today, the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's in a dorm, so we're not worried about the weather. Start your studs. I'm not going to talk about starts and sits right now. We're just doing the weather. But yeah, start your guys. It's in a dorm. We're not worried about this game. Going on to the 4:30 game, which is the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's another dorm. We're not worried about weather. Start your studs in those games. The next game is going to be the outside game. This is the game that we all going to have to make decisions on, but it's the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. I will talk about the Miami Dolphins. They haven't never played since Mike McDaniel's been there. They haven't played good in cold weather, and throughout their history, we know that that's a warm weather team. We know that they're not going to play great in cold weather. Just like the New England Patriots hasn't really played great in Florida. They go to Florida. Bill Belichick got a losing record in Florida, playing against Miami and Jacksonville. Just Florida teams, because if you come from the cold to the warm, vice versa, it just messes you up a little bit. So, but with Tua getting the ball out the quickest in the NFL, I think it's like 1.8 seconds or 2.8 seconds. I'm sorry, guys, my mouth is a little bit off, but he's getting the ball out really quick. So I think he's gonna be okay in this cold weather game. He knows that he hasn't been playing good in cold weather games. So I actually think Tua's gonna get the ball out quick and into Devon A chain, and I think he's gonna have a good week. So I still think he is a good streamable quarterback or a start this week. If you have to go to him, I wouldn't downgrade because of the weather. I wouldn't downgrade to a different type of quarterback just because of the weather. Now, if I had a better quarterback with a better matchup, then yes, I would do that. But I'm not downgrading. Right? I'm not going to Tommy DeVito or Drew Lock just because Miami's playing outside. Going on to the Green Bay side, I think you have to start Jordan Love. Jordan Love is used to this weather. He has a lot of wide receivers that he can throw to at any time. And Josh Jacobs is also playing well, too. But I still think Jordan Love can throw for 2 touchdowns. I still think this team beats through Jordan Love's heart. Whatever say. He's the heartbeat of this team. So start your guys in this game. I'm still gonna start Tyreek. I'm still gonna start Waddle. I am expecting less points for those guys. If you got better guys that's better than those guys, play them. But don't downgrade just because of the weather. All right. And so that's all for today, guys. Those are 3 games for today. So let's see what kind of news we got for today. Let's see what kind of news we got for today. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. What's going on with this game right here? Why are they talking about Nick Mullins? Okay. Drew Lock, his start is not guaranteed. Tommy DeVito can still start, guys. Tommy DeVito can still start. So Drew Lock is not locked in. That's what according to Underdog News, Tommy DeVito is still looking to start this week. I'm trying to get to relevant news. If it's not relevant, I'm not gonna read it because there's just so much stuff about defensive players. Tyler Lockett is dealing with a knee injury. Again, that helps JSN value. I think JSN is going to be a great start for the rest of the year. I think he's a fourth quadrant league winner. Winner. Who didn't travel with the team, Elisa? Let me see. Anybody else? Guys, that's all about the news, really. Okay, Deron Bland is good to go. He's starting, which is a cornerback from Dallas. That's why I'm streaming this defense today. Brock Purdy. Let's talk about Brock Purdy for a second. Limited, but barely throws on Wednesday. So he barely threw yesterday. So I wouldn't be looking to start the 49ers weapons outside of George Kittle. That's the only guy that I would be looking to start. CMC. Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, Debo. I'm probably not going to start those guys if Brock Purdy doesn't play. Yes, DeVito has a questionable form. We don't know who's going to play. It's going to be between him and Drew Lock. It's going to go down to the last second. We don't know. Roquan Smith, I will talk about this defensive player. He was limited in practice, so it looks like Roquan would play, which helps that defense out. He's a big part of this defense. So it looks like Roquan could play this week. That's about all, guys. Unless y'all got anything, I will be looking in the chat. But I'm not going to hold y'all up. I'm going to go through. Make sure, hey, guys, happy Thanksgiving. Celebrate with the family. Have a great time. Okay. All right, let's get to... Let me share this live stream real quick. Let some of my subscribers know what's going on. Let me do that, guys. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Put that in live feed. What's up, Thomas? I see you, Thomas. All right, share. All channel members. Emoji. There we go. Okay. All right, let's read through some of these comments. All right, first comment. Rico Smith. Appreciate you being here. I'll see you post game. Yes, sir, bruh. Starting Tracy in the flex. Pick up Allen on waivers. Shame. I can't play Debo, though. Right, you can't play Debo. Only if you need to. But Debo is probably... I think he's took a hit to his fantasy football career. I don't think we're going to draft him in the first 3 or 4 rounds going forward. You can't trust it. So, yeah. Starting Tracy in the flex, that's fine. Pick up Allen, right. Got to pick up Braylon Allen. We do know Breach Hall got a knee injury, guys. I forgot to mention that. I couldn't find it on the news. This news is kind of weird. I'm going to have to find me another news source. But Braylon Allen, guys, has a chance to play a little bit more this week. Breach Hall is going through a knee issue. I don't know if it's the knee that he had surgery on, but he's going through a knee injury. So Braylon Allen can come in and start this week, but we don't know yet. We're just going to have to keep watching to see what the news is saying about him. Okay. Perfect Black says big ups to TD. Yes, sir, bruh. Harambe, what's up, bruh? What's going on with you? Kyle says, yo, Burrow or Tua? I'm going with Burrow over Tua. Got to play Burrow over Tua. Elisa says, Happy Thanksgiving, TD. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Elisa. Harami says, yes, happy Thanksgiving to you, TD, and everyone. Appreciate that, bruh. Ronaldo says, Tracy Jr. or McLaurin. I think we got to go with McLaurin because we don't know what's going to happen with Tracy Jr. I think he's going to be okay, but I'm a little bit worried. He's not the same running back that he was as far as rankings from last week, so I have to knock him down a little bit. So what I'm going to say is I would play McLaurin this week, but I would definitely wouldn't drop him, and I would start Tracy if I needed to. I wouldn't go to the waivers and try to pick up some sloppy seconds to put him in. So I would play Tracy Jr. if I had to, but between Tracy Jr. and McLaurin, I'm going with McLaurin. Ronaldo says, Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Yes, sir. Anybody in here new, appreciate you being here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, cutting edge content. George, what's up, George? He says, full PPR, Jonnu Smith or Taysom Hill. And then do I flex Tyrone Tracy Jr. or Juan Jennings or Jalen Waddle? I would flex Jalen Waddle over Juan Jennings. Now, if Brock Purdy starts, I'm playing Juwan Jennings. But if Brock Purdy is out, I'm starting Jalen Waddle. So you're going to have to make that decision probably today because the Waddle is playing at 8 o'clock. Tyrone Tracy, I like him. I would put him second if Brock Purdy is out. So I would say Waddle, Tracy, and Juwan Jennings if Brock Purdy is out. Jonnu Smith or Taysom Hill, I'm going to say Taysom Hill. And I'm not telling you to sit Jonnu Smith. I think Jonnu Smith is a top 5 starting tight end, but you got to get Taysom Hill in the lineup knowing what he's doing the last 2 to 3 weeks, even though they was on a bye. But when he's active, he does really well for this team. So I'm going with Taysom Hill over Jonnu, but I think both of those guys should be started. Even if you have to put Jonnu at the tight end spot and put Taysom in the flex, I think you need to get Taysom Hill in your lineup today. No questions asked. Joe Reyes is Philly or Ravens. I wouldn't want to be. So who gonna win the game? I'm going with Ravens. I thought you was talking about DST, but Ravens to win the game. Joe Reyes says Tennessee or Washington. I'm going with Tennessee. Tyler Sperry, what's up, bro? He says 1.8. Sorry, you can't hike the ball in 1.8, but running backs are used to running in weather. It's wide receiver. Bro, that went straight over your head. I'm talking about how quick Tua is getting rid of the ball. We're talking about once he gets the ball, he's reading the defense. He's reading the defense quickly. Then the numbers might be off. But everybody knows that nobody can hike the ball in 1.8 seconds. So that's what I call hate, and that's what I call a troll. It's not that you disagree, that you missing the point went straight over your head. We talking about Tua getting the ball out quick, and you want me to be precise on a number that you get what I'm saying. That's the type of stuff that I've been knowing. You've been coming here for a while. That's the type of stuff that I don't tolerate in the comments, and you've been here for a while. Come on now. Like, that's just overkill. Come on now. We grown men. If it was a lady, I wouldn't say anything. You a grown man. Come on now, bro. Like, some of you get so in your competition where you just trying to outdo me because I got a platform. It gets weird, and I'm not going to tolerate it in my chat. I don't care what anybody says or any of these other people who want to sit there and say, talk about trolls. I'm not allowing nobody that continues to come to my channel to have a bad day and troll me on some weird shit. Anyway, Elisa says he didn't travel with the team. Who you talking about, Elisa? Which guy didn't travel with the team? Let me know. Joe Reyes says Chargers or Falcons. I'm going with the Chargers over the Falcons. The Falcons haven't been playing well, so I'm going with the Chargers. I think the Chargers has a chance to make the playoffs. Okay, DeVito question for Thomas says, what up, TD? Happy Turkey Day. DK did not participate yesterday. Any concerns with his shoulder? Yes. Either way, JSN is the new number 1 on this team. But usually DK if he practice a couple times through the week, he can push through. He probably will play. So I feel good about playing DK. If he's healthy, he's going to push through. A shoulder doesn't stop him, but I will pay attention to it. Thomas says I need DK to be good. I don't know what that means, but yes, we all need DK to ball out. He just don't reach the ceiling that he needs to reach with all the talent that he has, man. He's 6'3". Oh, excuse me, guys. Trying to get this coffee. With him being 6'3", runners a 4.443, man, he's not getting the fantasy points that I think he should be getting. I want to see him in a new offense. I think he gets traded in the offseason. What's up, Rashad? Perfect Black says Sterling Shepard, Curtis Samuel, Kenneth Gainwell, Hassan Haskins. I need one. I will go with Kenneth Gainwell. I don't know if you're talking about rest of the season or just for this week. Rest of the season, I'm going with Kenneth Gainwell. Just for this week, I might go with Curtis Samuel. Just for this week. But if you're talking about rest of the season, who should you have on your roster? I will have Kenneth Gainwell. Thomas says, did you mention DK injury? I was late. No, I didn't mention it, man. I didn't see it in the news source. It may have been way down at the bottom. But yes, I saw that. I'm pretty sure that DK going to play. If it's not a knee injury, if it's just a shoulder injury, if it ain't broken, nothing like that, DK is going to play. Which I said, anytime touchdown scores today, bruh. I got Tyreek Hill. I got Jahmyr Gibbs. Let me see. Let me look real quick. So, yeah, I got Jahmyr Gibbs. I got Rico Dowdle. I got Tyrone Tracy. I got Tyreek Hill. And I got Christian Watson. Those are my anytime touchdowns that I'm willing to bet on. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me scroll down. Okay. Let me quit. Let me stop. Let me focus on the task at hand. let me focus on the task at hand. I see you, Tyler. You on one today. I'm going to laugh. This is a joke, though. This is good. This is cool right here. I'm fine with this. He put the Breach Hall. Questionable. ESPN says might be out. Right. I do. That's what my girl said. I say Breach Charles too. It is what it is. Back 9 train says Ladd, White, Pollard, Elwitz, Neighbors, pick 2. I'm going with Pollard. And Ladd. I'm going with Pollard and Ladd. I like Neighbors, but I don't trust the quarterback situation. So I'm going to go with Pollard and Ladd. Kingdom Nike, what's up, bruh? What's good with you? Thomas says, man, I was calling this. Watch, the Jets about to shut everyone down. You right. You was talking about that, and they could. And that's going to be good. I would hate for them to shut Garrett Wilson down because I got Garrett Wilson in a couple leagues. Zach says, need one. MVS, Stevenson, D-Hop. Let me see. I'm probably going with Stevenson. I hate to say it. Hop. I can't count on any wide receivers in the Kansas City offense. MVS is a one play type boom guy. He's getting 3 targets and he's catching one for 50 or 70. Like, that's hard for me to count on week to week. I like Stevenson. I'm gonna go with Stevenson in this situation, Zach. King of Nike says, TD, would you start Zay Flowers or JSN at wide receiver 2? I would start JSN over Flowers. Vader says, happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate you. Marquell says, Zone Talks. I'm sorry. Zone Talk says, Reed, Adams, or Reshbrook and Keener. Which one should I start? I would start Adams over Reshbrook and Keener and Reed. King of Nike says Geno of Golf. I think I'm gonna go with Golf, even against that secondary with Chicago. I don't think I can trust Geno. I'm going with I'm gonna go with Golf over Geno. Terrell T says Abdullah, Javonte Bixby, or Allen. If Breach Hall is out, I'm going with Allen all day long. If Breach Hall plays, I would probably go with Abdullah if Zamir White and Madison is out. But if those two guys play, then I would go to Javonte. So it's all, you got to wait, man. You got to see if Breach Hall going to be out or if Zamir White and Alexander Madison going to be out. But Allen is the guy if Breach Hall is out. Then if everybody plays, then I would probably go to Javonte. If everybody plays, I would go to Javonte. RG says, happy Thanksgiving, TD. Anytime, bruh. Super chat in the building from Buffalo Bros. Appreciate you, bruh. He says, Brock Purdy eligibility and Bill's opinions. Brock Purdy eligibility, bruh. Either way, if he plays, I'm just nervous. I would try to pivot off him and go to another quarterback. But if he starts and that's your only guy, he's fine to play. Those weapons on that team is what carries Brock Purdy. So long as CMC is healthy, Debo is fairly healthy. Juwan Jennings is having a great year. I'm okay with starting Brock Purdy if that's what you want to do. If you don't have any other quarterbacks to push him. As far as the Bills, I like James Cook. I like James Cook. I like Keon Coleman if he's healthy, and I do like Amari Cooper. I'm starting my Bills, but the guys that I want to start is going to be Khalil Shakir and Amari Cooper. Those are the guys that I want to start for as pass catching weapons. Keon Coleman, I don't know. I just want to stash him right now. James Cook is a start. Don't worry about him being volatile. Don't worry about Ray Davis. You have to start James Cook. Let me see. So I want to research something. I want to research how quick is Tua getting the ball off. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. I don't see it. I ain't gonna hold this live up, but I'll look that up later. But appreciate that, Buffalo Bros. Appreciate the super chat, bro. Let me see. Tyler says, did you cover Devontae Smith? No. I know he's volatile. I think he's going to play, but I know he's got an injury. He was out last week. I actually think it helps this offense. I like it for AJ Brown. So I'm sitting Devontae Smith. It just depends on what of the wide receiver that I have. But I do think he's going to be active this week. Cat for Life says, any word on Devontae Smith seeing his point projection drop? Right now, I haven't, but I can look him up real quick just to make sure. If what's the news that they got on him right now? All right, he set out of practice. So this is what they're saying about Devontae Smith. Smith hamstring was held out of Wednesday practice. Smith hasn't logged any on-field work since playing 89% of the snaps during a Week 11 win against the Commanders, in which he hauled in 4 or 6 targets for 29 yards. So far, he's missed one game as a result of having a hamstring injury, and his lack of activity to begin Week 13 prep isn't a great sign. So it looks like he's probably not going to play, according to this article. Yep. Cat for Life says, happy gobble gobble good day. Yes, sir, bruh. Yes, sir. Brock Purdy, is he playing? Let's just see what they saying. Limited but barely throws. They saying but it's likely that Friday practice will be a key for Purdy's chances to miss just one game as a result of the right shoulder soreness. So listen, if he practices Friday, he's probably going to play. But Friday is going to be the key. So right now, nobody knows. Dr. Shrimp says, thanks for the Brian Thomas Jr. advice for the draft. Anytime, bruh. Anytime. Got another super chat from Mr. G. Appreciate you, bro. He says, what up, TD? Would you start Leggett, Devon Vale, or Amari Cooper, and Kyler or Tua? So I would play Kyler because he's a good quarterback, and he's not in a bad weather game. So that kind of makes the decision kind of easy for you. Play Kyler. When you have two good quarterbacks like that, man, and Tua playing in a cold weather game, I would play Kyler. And I would play Amari Cooper over Vale, even though Vale he's getting some nice targets. He's more consistent than Torrey Franklin. He may not be more consistent than Cortland Sutton, but he's more consistent than Torrey Franklin and Marvin Mims. But Leggett, I like Leggett. I think Leggett is the number one wide receiver on this team. But I'm going with Amari Cooper. I think Amari Cooper is going to be good with Josh Allen. So I would play Amari Cooper and Josh Allen, just that tandem, or I feel good with the quarterback situation with Amari. So I would play Amari Cooper over those wide receivers, and I would play Kyler. Appreciate the super chat, Mr. G. Teldrick, what's up, bro? Teldrick says, my Vikings play the Cardinals Sunday. I'm going with Justin Jefferson this game. He has double and triple team. He was double team and triple team against the Bears last week, and Addison went for 165 yards and a TD. Facts. And I always tell y'all, the number 2 wide receiver on teams like with Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, they gonna eat. That's why I like drafting just a couple of those guys. Not all number 2 wide receivers. I like Devontae Smith for that role this year, but he hasn't progressed into that role. I don't know if it's Jalen Hurts or if it's Devontae Smith. What's going on, Sharice? What's going on? Yes, I covered Tyler. I did cover Devontae Smith. Buffalo Bros says Curtis Samuel is cooking. Allen is cooking. Allen fed him the ball last week, but with Keon Coleman coming back, exactly. I expect his play production to go down, only like to 30 yards a game. Facts. But he's going to get 4 or 5 targets, Curtis Samuel. So if you have to play a guy, you're looking for somebody to play, he is okay. You can start him. but I don't feel good about it, especially with Keon Coleman coming back. I don't like the upside of Curtis Samuel. He is a PPR guy. Thomas says pick 2 for PPR. Connor, Chubb, Reed, Vele. I'm going with Connor. I'm going with Connor and Chubb. The reason why I'm going with Chubb over Reed and Vale is because the falling touchdowns. Chubb do not catch a lot of passes, but he is a great short yardage back, even coming off the injury. So I would want to get Chubb out there for the fall-in green zone honey touchdowns that he can get easily. Reed is volatile. I know Romeo Dobbs is out, but it's volatile. Vale it's more consistent than Reed, but he don't have the upside that Connor or Chubb does. So I'm gonna go with Connor and Chubb. LOL says, have a great day with your family. Yes, sir. Conscious Machine says, happy Turkey Day. Yes, sir. Daniel Cap says, sit St. Brown today. Chicago shut down Jeddah last week. Yeah, but I can't sit it, Daniel. You might have a great call. I'm not sitting St. Brown. If anybody else want to sit St. Brown, I'm not going to sit here and try to chastise you, but I don't agree with it. But I understand what you're saying, bruh. The science of what you're saying makes sense. And some people play fantasy that way, and I'm not going to knock it. Buffalo Bro, so you think Brock Purdy will play on Sunday? I don't know, man. I have no clue. I don't know what his shoulder's going through. I don't know what they're trying to do. I'm pretty sure he will play because if something was wrong, I would have thought that they would pick up Daniel Jones or somebody, right? So they didn't pick up Daniel Jones, so I'm thinking that Purdy will be okay, and I think he'll play this week. Teldrick says, I got a feeling that CD Lamb goes off today. Me too, bruh. I agree. I like CD Lamb. You got to start CD Lamb. He's a stud. Start him. Perfect Black says, never sit St. Brown. I agree with that. That's the way I play, and that's the way Perfect play. I'm not sitting my studs. Teldog says, greetings. Start Kyler Murray or AR-15. I think I'm gonna go with Kyler. I'm going with Kyler. Would you start Allen if Breach is out? Hell yeah. With no questions asked. I'm starting Allen if Breach is out. That's easy. Right. Buffalo Bros. What did I say? Did I say MVS played for somebody else? I'm sorry if I said that. But yeah, MVS plays for the Saints. He's been playing the Rashid Shaheed role. Maybe I misspoke. I apologize if I did, Buffalo Bros. Thomas says, if Breach Hall is out, would you flex Braylon? Man, there's no questions asked, Thomas. Over D-Hop, yes. Or if Breach Hall plays, would you consider flexing Keener or Thielen over D-Hop? No, I would play D-Hop over Westbrook and Keener and Thielen. I'm not fixing to start my Sunday with a dud from D-Hop. Bro, you know fantasy, go ahead, do your thing. I ain't gonna chastise you about that. Do your thing. You know your thing. Conscious says Watson or Otten. My only decision again. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess the only thing you could do is play Watson for the upside. I mean, Otten tight end, yeah, he's safe maybe. He still didn't have enough targets for me last week with Evans being back. I might just have to roll out with Watson, man. But I know your league is different. You don't start that many guys. That's tough. Daniel says sit one. Monty, A-Chain, or Pollard. It's got to be Monty. I know A-Chain sounds like that would be the sit because of the cold weather. No, I probably would sit Monty, and I'm not sitting Pollard. Pollard, he balled out. This team they killing it with Pollard back there. So I'm going to keep playing Pollard, I'm going to keep playing A-Chain. Contra Machine says, please press the thumbs up for the boom week for all. It's for a boom week for all, yes. Jesse says, happy Thanksgiving, brother. Would you start Tracy Jr. or Marvin Harrison Jr.? I would start Marvin Harrison Jr. against the Vikings. They give up a lot of passing yards. Even though they're a great defense, that's just the way they like to funnel their plays. So I would go to Marvin Harrison Jr. over Tracy Jr. And how do you feel about Debo Samuel this week? I'm not starting him. I would try to look to start somebody over him, but I'm not going to go to the bottom of the barrel to start somebody over Debo. If Debo the best player that I got, I'm going to start him. Conscious says, we did that one already. Sorry about that. Thomas says, Monty and St. Brown officially good to go. Yes, sir. Daniel says, Chicago shut down Justin Jefferson. What you mean never sit St. Brown? We're not going to get in there. I understand that. A lot of people have different ways that we break stuff down. And, brother, I'm not going to sit there and say what you're doing is wrong. It's just on my channel, we start our studs. That's all. It ain't nothing about to argue. Just like I like big booty girls, you like skinny girls. We're not gonna argue. Well, big booty girls better than. We're not gonna argue that because that's not gonna have. We're gonna agree to disagree, right? It's two different things. Two different things. Appreciate you being here, Daniel. Big Will in the house. I say Big Will in the house. Watch your mouth. Dante says, Happy Thanksgiving, TD. Do I start Waddle, Hawkinson, or Taysom Hill? Happy Thanksgiving, Dante. I would start Taysom Hill and Waddle. You got to start Taysom Hill and Waddle. Conscious says, Monty is playing. Damn, all Jameer owners are sad. Not really. I think Jameer could have a real nice role today. Because of Monty having a little bit of an injury, even though Monty is healthy. I don't think Monty is going to get the same exact workload that he would get if he was fully 100%, which he might be. I think Jameer got a nice role, and I like Jameer this week for the boom. We all starting Jameer, but for maybe to be a top 5 RB finish this week. King of Nike says, Chase Brown, Tyreek, or Zay in the flex. I think I got to go with Chase Brown. Ooh, that's tough, man. Kingdom Nike, all those guys are stars for me on my team. If you go look at my teams, I'm starting all those guys. So I'm starting Chase Brown, Tyreek. But in a vacuum, bruh, I'm going to the running back on a good offense, even though they got a tough matchup. I'm going for Chase Brown. You know, I usually would say Tyreek. I can no longer just put him there because of what's going on with his situation, him with his hand, the targets and all. But Chase Brown, in a vacuum, I would say Chase Brown. But all those guys are stars. So I don't want nobody coming to me talking about, you said sit Tyreek Hill and he went off. I thought that was your guy and you play your studs. I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't going, because if I know you and I see you in the channel, you start trolling me on some bullshit. Now, if you want to joke, Harami jokes with me all the time. He don't troll, but he jokes. He always, he loves joking. A couple of these other guys, they get on me about Breach. But when you start trolling my channel, TD, you said 8 and you meant 9. TD, you said you farted, but you queefed like some weird shit. That's what y'all be on, that type of shit. That's why I said what I said. I'm gonna chastise you. I'm gonna get you out of here because I don't got time for that type of energy to explain what's obvious. But yeah, bro, I would go with Chase Brown. Otis says, what's up, Otis? He said, Mr. I said what I said. Ha. I have Keenan Allen. Do I start Caleb or Darnold? Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. I'm going down with Sam Darnold. I like Caleb, but he's playing against the Detroit Lions. Yeah, I'm playing Sam Darnold. We can't, man, no matter what happens between Caleb and Sam Darnold, there's no way that you could play. I don't think you should be playing Caleb over Sam Darnold. Listen, I know I'm cutting edge content. That's what we preach over here. I couldn't sit. Now, I would like to get Caleb in my lineup. I think he could have a good game, but I can't sit Sam. That offense is, he got look at the weapons that Sam got. He don't need to be great. He just needs to get the ball to the weapons. The weapons are going to do the rest. Tyler says, Happy Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, did you cover Devontae Smith missing practice Wednesday? Yes, bro, I already covered that. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think we know that he's going to be out. Appreciate that, Tyler. Got another super chat from the one and only father of 3. Appreciate you, bro. always showing support to the channel. Guys, I really appreciate you guys. The ones that come here looking for content. You're not followers. You just don't, whatever I say, you just don't do. But you also respectfully disagree. And that's what I'm about on this channel. So I appreciate you guys. But Father 3 says, good morning, TD. Happy Thanksgiving. He says, can you pick two? D-Hop, Water, Tank Dale, J-Mo. I'm going with J-Mo. I'm going with J-Mo. Tank Dale and Waters, tomato, but I'm going with Tank Dale. He got a better weather game. So I'm going with J-Mo and Tank Dale over D-Hop. You could replace D-Hop and put him in with whatever guy you wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Boom guys. I'm going with J-Mo and Tank Dale. I love J-Mo this week. Appreciate that, Father 3. Harami says Bears can't afford to double Amon-Ra because they will get destroyed elsewhere. Facts. Conscious says Jameer still has a good chance for 20 fantasy points today. I need a strong start playing the 1 seed, whom I beat in week 6 for this first loss. Let's go. Yes, sir, Conscious. Let's go, bruh. Big Will says happy Thanksgiving, sir. Hope all is well. Watson or Zay Flowers? You got to go with Zay over Watson. Laporta, Otten. Ice Cold Jones says Laporta or Otten rest of the season. I'm going with Otten. Laporta, man, we can't trust it. Maybe I might change, bruh. Maybe in 2 weeks. You know how fantasy is. Every week I got to make a different type of breakdown according to what happened. Sometimes I stay on my stool or I stay on my high horse. I'm like, I'm still not getting off this player. But sometimes even if I don't want to, I have to. So at this point in time, and I can't Laporta, I got to move on. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. I would say Oden. Tyler says, thanks for all you do on the holidays. Thanks you, Tyler. Thank you, man. Only thing, man, I was just, earlier with the 1.8, like I'm trying to look it up. I researched it earlier, but my numbers could be off. It might have been 2.8 or 1.8, but I was listening to a lot of knowledge. And that's all I was saying, man. Like, you know what I meant. We know that Tua is getting the ball out the quickest. The math of the number don't really matter, but that's my point. He's getting the ball out quick. So I'm not really worried about him in the cold. I think if he gets the ball out quick, I think this offense can flow in cold weather. Getting the ball out to Devon A. Chain, maybe Tyreek. They know they got to play good in the cold. If you can't play good in the cold, you might as well go on home. Don't even play the game. They go out here and get blew out. Mike McDaniel's jobs can be called because they're like, come on, man, you can't. I mean, you get into the playoffs, but you get to a cold game, your team sucks. So I think they actually play good today. Let's see. Got another super chat from Big Will in the house. I say Big Will in the house. Watch your mouth. Appreciate that, bro. He says, thanks for everything you do. Yes, sir, bro. You know it. You know it. Got another super chat from Rockout. What's up, bro? This guy been following me for a while now. I think Rockout gave me my first super chat. Am I lying, Rockout? You gave me my first super chat. Guys, I can't wait for Christmas. I'm ordering a lot of things off Amazon. I'm gonna give away probably, I don't know how many things, but it's gonna be a lot. You gotta be a member though to get the prizes. You're gonna have to be a member. But Rockout says Luck, Sanders, Gonzalez, pick one. The best weather game, I'm probably gonna go with Gonzalez. Sanders, I don't want to play Sanders in the cold weather. Lux is fine. I'm going with Gonzalez. Guys, also help him out. If y'all know a kicker, if y'all think if I chose the wrong kicker, let me know. Because I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I'm not great when it comes to kickers because I don't really play in a lot of kicker leagues. Okay. Sean says start one at wide receiver, one at flex, Pickens, JT, Sutton, and Irvin. So start one at wide receiver, that would be Pickens, and the one at flex would be Bucky Irvin. So you got to start Pickens and Bucky Irvin. Another super chat for my homie Rock Out. Always super chatting, man. I appreciate you, bruh. He says Lad or J-Mo. That's tough. That's very tough. I'm gonna go with Lad as the safest guy. J-Mo could give you foul, but J-Mo got that boom. But I'm gonna go with Lad, because Lad can boom too. Not as much as J-Mo. I don't want to fruit salad this, so Lad is my answer. Lad is my answer. Yes, I agree, Thomas. Yes, sir. Big Will says, any update on Breach Hall? I heard that he may have a knee injury. Yes, he got a knee injury. We just taking it day by day. Day by day. We taking it day by day, bro. So we just got to keep watching. They haven't said anything. Yeah, make sure you keep Braden Allen at all times. Tron says, I need one wide receiver and a flex for this week. McLaurin, JSN, Monty Mooney, and Waddle. So one wide receiver would be JSN, and a flex for this week would be McLaurin. I'm going with JSN and McLaurin. I want to say Monty, bro, but if he's coming off the injury, I don't know. So if you want to put Monty in for McLaurin, I think you're fine, but I wouldn't put Waddle or Mooney in over McLaurin. I like Waddle, but I can't put him in over McLaurin with the cold weather game. I really like Waddle, but it's a cold weather game. You got other good guys that you can put in that spot. Roman says Cowboys or Giants today. I'm going with the Cowboys. You think Montgomery or Gibbs is more likely to score? I think Gibbs is more likely to score. Got another super chat from Rock Out. He says, happy Thanksgiving, bro. Favorite sides. My favorite side dish. I would say sauerkraut. Who knows about sauerkraut? Let me know in the chat right now if you know about sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut. The sauerkraut that my family fixes on my dad's side of the family is sweet, but vinegarly. It's like sweet vinegar with cabbage and sauerkraut. And that shit, like, you put it on your beans. You can mix it in with any of your vegetables, like green vegetables, like green beans or pinto beans. You can put it on your turnip salad. It's really good. I love sauerkraut. Okay, I know old school was gonna come here. Conscious Machine said, I love sauerkraut. Karami said, we know about the sauerkraut. Okay. But mine gotta have a sweet taste. I don't want no bitter ass, it ain't got no sweet taste sauerkraut. It's gotta have a sweet taste. That's the way we fix it. Thomas says, my grandma is German. She used to make sauerkraut. I pass, right? Cabbage is king with Polish guys like me. Okay, Conscious. Conscious got that Viking in him. He a Viking. Okay. Appreciate that. Rock Out. Appreciate that, bruh. Let me see. Yeah, so I think Gibbs is more likely to score. A. Brody says, happy Thanksgiving, bro. Wilson, Pacheco, or Ladd for the flex this week. I'm going with Ladd over Garrett Wilson. A-Gang Grizzle says, who do you like out of Kraft and Schumacher? I'm going with Kraft today over Schumacher. That's tough. And the reason why I like Kraft is because Romeo Dobbs is out, so I think Kraft get a couple more targets. The guys with the best, I'm trying to think who hands out there they can trust, like got great hands. Reed don't got great hands, but he catch better than Christian. So I would say Tucker Kraft is probably the safest like target guy that's gonna get targets underneath. So I like Kraft. But Schumacher, man, he scored last week, and that's Cooper Rush. He loved to target tight ends. Let's go with Schumacher. I'm going to change. I'm going to go with Schumacher. I like Kraft. I'm going to go with Schumacher with Cooper Rush. Schumacher. Gabby said, let's go Fins. Yes, sir. Tyler Sperry said, also news, Keon Coleman expected to play, but still questionable. Right. Yes. That's why, playing Curtis Samuel or having Curtis Samuel available in case Keon doesn't play is an okay move. Yes, Devontae Smith is a big disappointment. Yes, not him himself. I think he's a great player. I think great. I won't say great, but I think he's a good player. But he hasn't did well in fantasy this year. It's been a bad fantasy. That's one of my guys that I missed on. Gabby says fins up. Siobhan says happy Thanksgiving. Harami says start two. MHJ, Flowers, or Shakir. It's between Flowers and Marvin Harrison Jr. I say you got to go with Flowers and get that boom. We both love Lamar, man. Let's go down with the ship with Lamar and Flowers, right? That's what I would say, Harambe. Yes, sir. Okay. So the Sunman receipts, bruh. I was waiting for somebody to ask me. That's not a side dish. I love eating chillings on Christmas and Thanksgiving. Now listen, when I was in high school, I wouldn't tell nobody that I ate them because the girls was all say ew, and no boy wants a girl to say ew to him. No, like you don't want. But when I got grown and my money started speaking for myself, and the way like other things spoke other than just being in the cliques and groups. When you get outside of high school, I'm like, yeah, I eat chillings. So what? I eat chillings. So what? On Thanksgiving, and I don't care. So I put some hot sauce on them bad boys. But my mama or somebody that I trust got to clean them. If I'm not going to no stranger house and eat no chillings because I don't want to eat no doo doo. I don't want to eat no doo doo. Sports Dog says TD 118 PPR Superflex need a wide receiver for my flex. DJ Moore, Jordan Addison, or Johnston. Thanks, TD. I'm going with Jordan Addison. Need a wide receiver for my flex. Okay, Superflex. Need a wide receiver for my flex. I'm going with Jordan Addison. Siobhan says Murray or Love. I'm going. Let's go with Murray now over Love in the cold weather game. Let's go with Murray. I know I told people I like Love. I like Love. These things, man, they get redundant. And when I say redundant, like sometimes it's Love, then you might play Love over Will Levis, then Will Levis over Murray, and it gets that way. That's why I always say just go with your studs because some of these matchups are kind of just even. I'm gonna go with Murray, man. They playing in a warm weather game, and I think with the Minnesota Vikings giving up a lot of passing yards, it could help Kyler Murray for making big plays to Tyler McBride, or not Tyler McBride, with McBride and also Marvin Harrison Jr. Trey McBride, I'm sorry. With Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he can have a big play. So let's go with Kyler Murray over Love. I still think Love is a borderline top 12 quarterback. Christopher says star quarterback Tua or Williams. I'm going with Tua over Caleb Williams going against Detroit. I got to see it one more week before I can put Williams over Tua. So I'm going to go with Tua. Ed Tate says Warren or Pacheco. Leggett need one. I'm going with Warren over Pacheco and Leggett. Postgame says don't St. Brown play mostly slot. Yeah, he play a little bit everywhere. He play on the outside. He play in the slot. He play a little bit everywhere. He'll line up in the backfield sometimes. AR-15 won't have downs because he's week to week. Right. He gonna have Alec Pierce and AD Mitchell. The private pal says Tua or Richardson. I'm still gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Richardson. I'm gonna go with some of the boom players that have better weather situations over Tua guys. I like Tua. I don't think it's wrong to start Tua today, but we know we got to go look at what the analytics says in this situation that he hasn't won a game under 40 degrees. So I'm gonna go with Richardson in this situation. Rico says Allen over Bucky. No. If Allen is active and Breach Hall is out, you got to start both. I'm not gonna tell you to sit either one of those guys. Bucky is a star. Bucky is a top 12 running back rest of the season. Allen would be top 12 this week if Breach Hall is out. So I'm not gonna say Allen over Bucky. I'm gonna say both. Tomato, tomato. Andrew says Debo or Mooney. I'm probably going with Debo. Over Mooney. I just don't trust Mooney coming off an injury. I need to see him play again. I don't trust Kirk Cousins all the way in this offense. The only guy that I'm really trusting is B. John Robinson. Thomas said D-Hop just makes me nervous. Right. Dylan feels more safe. Appreciate your thoughts. Right. And he could be, but D-Hop, he got a great matchup. I think when you're playing against Carolina and the Las Vegas Raiders, you kind of have to try to get D-Hop in the game. Manuel says, Happy Thanksgiving. Jameson Williams or Shakir? I'm going with Jameson Williams for the boom. I think he's a must-start this week. I think he's a borderline top 24 wide receiver this week. Dean James Talley, what's up, bro? He said, I'm thinking about starting Trey McBride in the flex over Marvin Harrison. Too spicy? No, it's not too spicy. You're not getting too cute. I understand what you're doing. Trey McBride has been killing it. He's getting a lot of targets. Tyler Sperry says, because he's at Brown, who do you have that's better than St. Brown? Because he's at Brown, who do you have that's better? I don't understand your question, Tyler. Let me know. I don't understand the question. Jimmy says AR passing issues were not entirely his fault. Facts. Coach pass catcher struggled to handle his passes. I agree. That's why I do like AR in certain situations. Sean says Taysom Hill or Kittle. I'm going with Taysom Hill. You got to play Taysom Hill, but I think Kittle is a start too. But you got to play Taysom Hill. Siobhan says pick one, Pittman, MVS, or Myers. I'm going with Pittman. Tyler Sperry said it depends on if you trust Kittle possibly without Purdy. When do they play? It depends on if you trust Kittle possibly without Purdy. I trust Kittle without Purdy. Postgame says the internet is the worst thing that could have happened to these weirdos. Right. For these widows, right. Siobhan said, say some prayers, TD. I'm going up against the number one opponent in my family league. I'm in second place right now. I really love to win this matchup. You got it, girl. I'm praying for you. Thomas says something random. Giving myself flowers for handcuffing Breach Hall and Braylon Allen in our best ball. Yeah, great job, bro. Great job. I was talking about that a lot of the year. I'm like, man, I started moving Breach back. I had him as my number 2 RB, but I moved him back to my number 5 or number 6 because Braylon Allen looked pretty good, and the guy that was on Braylon Allen way before I was. He was showing me videos of him. I'm like, he is pretty good. So, yeah, great job, bro. Great job. Martin says, host off a perk 30. Shit, bro. I'm black. I don't take pills. I don't know if that's what you're saying. I don't take no pills. Maybe I'm tired because I've been up all night. But nah, I don't take no perk 30s, bro. Not over here. 7 says full PPR, Tank Dale, Vele, or Swift, pick one. I'm going with Tank Dale. Yeah, man. African Americans, man, we don't take pills. We don't do heroin, and we don't take pills. Now all the other drugs, and I'm not saying I do drugs, but I'm just talking about all the other drugs. Yeah, people can. That's up in the air for black folks. But talking about a perk 30 for a black guy? Come on now, you off. I'm 38, bro. I ain't 24. I don't do pills. Oh, you good, bro? It's all good. It's over. That's spilled milk, Tyler. Jimmy says, I like neighbors to boom. I see y'all laughing. I'm trying to stay focused. Jimmy says, I like neighbors to boom after he complained about not getting the ball. Squeaky wheel. Joe Boo game. I agree. Jamar, what's up, Jamar? He says Parker Romo. Parker Romo. I don't know what that means. Martin Martinez says, Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Anytime. Yes, sir. Anytime. Conscious Machine says, Lad is Wes Welker. He will gain weight and be a force. I'm impressed with him. Facts. Keith says, starting Kyron and A-Chain and Kittle. Should I flex Swift or Taysom Hill? Yes, I think. 10 man. I would try to get Kittle in there somewhere. I don't know what to tell you, bro. If you don't get him in there, I ain't saying it's terrible, but I think you need to get Kittle in there. I think you need to get Kittle in there. Zach Seaman says, is Montgomery playing today? Yes, Montgomery is playing today. Conjure says, if that shoulder injury, Monty might not see the goal line, not as much as he used to, right? That's what I'm saying. Jawan, what's up, Jawan? He says, golf or Love starting quarterback? I'm going with Love when it comes to golf. I gotta start Love when it comes to golf. I like golf, man, but they win so many different ways. It's hard to trust golf. Golf is a great quarterback in real life, but in fantasy, we can't depend on it. We cannot depend on it. Conscious says, love sauerkraut. We know about the sauerkraut. Cabbage is king with Polish guys like me. Okay. Conscious says, my gram is German also. I'm 3/4 Polish and 1/4 German. Okay, bro, you a Viking. You a Viking, bro. You got that Viking bloodline. Thomas says, rock out to the moon. Conscious says, shout out to Rock Out. Yes, sir. Rock Out always showing support. Sweet sauerkraut on a hot dog. Harambe. Woo! I'm telling you, bro. Like, I like slaw. I like sweet, my slaw to be a little bit sweet. Made with Miracle Whip, or just put a little bit of sugar into the slaw. And a little bit of vinegar. That's how my grandma used to make it. Killer's slaw. Man, that slaw on a hot dog. Woo! Or sauerkraut. I didn't like, chow chow. Chow chow is a little bit different. It's a different type of cabbage. It ain't quite sauerkraut, but it's a little bit more sweeter than the original sauerkraut. Either way, man, I take all three of them on a hot dog. Yes, sir. Hot dog is my top 3 favorite foods. I like shrimp, hot dogs, shrimp, hot dogs. Shrimp and hot dogs are my favorite food. Shrimp and hot dogs. I gotta get off the shrimp because I'm getting older. My body's starting to reject it. When I eat shrimp, my ears itch a little bit too. I don't know if that happens to anybody else. I still eat it. Let me see. Let me get this to super chat. We got a new super chat in the building. Eddie Phillips gifted 5 Fantasy Good Sports memberships. Gifted 5 Fantasy Good Sports membership. You could be a lucky recipient of the Fantasy Good Sports membership with access to exclusive picks. Allow gifts. You could receive a 1-month membership to channels you interact with, including Fantasy Goods. You can still receive gifts from channels you've allowed before. I don't know what this is, but I'm allowed. Allow gifts. Yes, I'm allowed gifts. I don't know what that is. Let me know what you do. What is this, Eddie? I haven't seen this before. Appreciate it though. Appreciate it. Was gifted a membership by Eddie. Oh, okay. Eddie's buying people memberships. This is what it looked. Was gifted a membership. Wow. Father 3, TB, Rico. Okay. That's awesome. Appreciate that, bruh. The stunning receipt says, go eat some chitlins, black boy. It's Thanksgiving for you and your people. Yes, sir. You know I'm doing it. You know it. Connie says, love might start running. He isn't slow. He might get crazy. Facts. Madison says, happy Thanksgiving. Yes. Connie says, hot dog with Kraft is the best. With Kraut. I'll put some mustard on there too, but Kraft is a hot bun. Okay. Be frank. Okay. Would you pick up David Moore and drop Ricky Pearsall? Probably. Yes, if I needed a wide receiver. I do like David Moore over Ricky Pearsall. Good call, Kale. Conscious says pork are good too. Didn't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Right. Rockout says, I think 98% missed on Devontae Smith. I know, bro. Yeah, I missed on him. I liked him all year. I was like, man, this dude gonna break out, man, because they're gonna try to double team AJ Brown. No, Saquon balling out, and Devontae been hurt, and when he had his chance, he hasn't played great. I wrote Kraut. Okay, got you, Conscious. Ronald says, TD, the local legend, flex Jennings, Tillman, or Pacheco. If Brock Purdy play, I would flex Jennings. If Brock Purdy doesn't play, I would flex Tillman. I can't play Pacheco this week. I want to see it first. Ronald says, also Taysom Hill, Cade Otton, Taysom Hill. Ronald says, them chillins are no joke. They ain't. Got to know how to cook them, though. Conscious says, maybe that's a new name, Kraft for Kraut. Jawan says, doo-doo. Yep, I can't eat no doo-doo. Them things got to be clean. Jawan says, what up, TD? Love or golf to start for me? I'm going with love. Jawan says, okay, yeah. Can you rate my squad? Yes, bro. I'll rate your squad. It's Thanksgiving. I'll rate your squad. Usually I leave that for the members, but I'll rate it. Conja says, I did stone work with guy from Memphis, but lived in Milwaukee forever. I tried pig feet. Yeah, I like pig feet. I like pig ears the best. I like the gristle. When I eat my chicken wings, I eat the gristle at them. So when I eat my pig ears, I like the gristle in them. Pig feet with him, it's nothing I pay for. Right. Zone Talk says Najee Swift, Pacheco, or Braylon Allen. Pick two. I'm going with... I don't know if Braylon Allen is the starter, if Breach Hall is not active, Braylon Allen for sure. So if that's not happening, then Braylon out of this. So we're gonna do one without Braylon Allen. I'm gonna say Pacheco and Najee. Pacheco and Najee. If Braylon Allen plays, then I'm gonna go with Braylon Allen and Pacheco. All right, guys, my phone get ready to go dead, so I'm going to try to get through these kind of quick because I don't want my phone to go dead like it did the other day. I got another super chat from Rockout. He says, might be a dumb question, MHJ or JMO. It's not a dumb question. I'm actually going to go with JMO. I love JMO today. I'm actually going to go with JMO over MHJ. I like MHJ, but I like JMO a little bit more. Let me see you. Locust says, yo, Brian Thomas or Tyrone Tracy in the flex. Thanks for the stream. Anytime. I'm going with Brian Thomas over Tyrone Tracy. Robert Lino says, what's your favorite sneaker? I would probably say... I don't got a favorite sneaker. I don't got one. I'm all about the new design or whatever looks good to my eye. I don't really have a favorite. That's a great question though. I don't have a favorite. The professor says full PPR start one. Tyreek, D Hop, or Terry. I'm gonna go with Tyreek over Terry McLaurin. I'm going with Tyreek over Terry McLaurin. I think I'm going with Tyreek over Terry McLaurin. Yes, Pacheco's going to play. Hey, I can't, bro. I can't keep the phone on the charger. It won't let me. It'll start making weird noise. So I got to get ready to get out of here, bro. But you're right. I used to do that, and then y'all hear that. That's that. That's my charger. Let's see. Let me go through here. He bought memberships for non-members. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know you could do that. Seen this on other channels. Okay, never saw that. Bruh, I appreciate that. I appreciate the hell out of that, bruh. That's awesome, bruh. You killed it. 43 likes. Let's go. Yes, sir. 5 gifted members for your channel. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate you, bruh. Yes, sir. Allow. Yeah, I hit allow. Right. It's legit. Right. 5 gifted members. Right. Yes, sir. Vikings have beards, conscious, and listen to Armin Amonth. Okay. Njoku or Laporte? I'm going with Njoku. Big Growing says Cup, Pickens, McLaurin, or Ridley, Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. and Cooper Kupp. Brian Thomas Jr. and Cooper Kupp. You got a lot of good wide receivers there. I'll get down with some horseradish on my dog. Got a little bite to it. Okay. Hey, this new mic that I got, guys, that shit be draining my phone, so that's what's going on. Connie says, I'm a tall dude, thin, but I'm cut, long hair. I guess I'm a bit Viking. Got you. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. If I skipped over you guys, I apologize, but hey, my battery is getting low. I want to end the live right because it went dead the last time. So, man, when you do YouTube, guys, you always learning with technology. You see that I bought a microphone. I got tired of y'all talking about, hey, TD is making weird noises and this. My phone didn't do that ever. Now, all of a sudden, this year, it's making noises when I go live, so I had to change it up. I got a mic. That's going to change. Next year, I'm going to keep taking steps forward. I'm going to get a soundboard next year. But right now, I got to go live on the phone. The phones is what gives me my subscribers. TD, thanks, TD. Let's get the money. Yes, sir. Eddie says neighbors, DJ Moore, Jennings. And guys, if you have any more questions, I will be getting to some of your questions. But give me a little bit because I got to set my stuff up. So usually when I get off my lives, you got to give me a little bit of time to set my stuff up. But yeah, Eddie, if you need anything, man, just hit me up at fantasygoodesports@gmail.com. I got you. But he says neighbors, DJ Moore, or Jennings. I'm going with neighbors because Jennings with Brock Purdy is out. If Brock Purdy plays, I'm going with Jennings over neighbors. But if Brock Purdy doesn't play, I will go with neighbors. Kyron, Bucky, or London. I'm going with Bucky. Gabriel says Keenan Allen or Tracy. I'm going with Tracy. Gotta pick the Kobe's. All right. I'll see y'all guys later. Peace.